Come on. Come on.
Yes, YouTube, welcome back to another video. As you saw, 79's hit this morning. I told you, last vid, we'd get him in the next vid. And I got him. Knew he'd be there by the weekend, hopefully even further into them in the weekend. So started 91.6. We're now into the 79s. So it is crunch time from today right now, 7 weeks out. Tomorrow, no time to waste, boys. Foot is on the gas. I'm going to get my checking over to the boys now. Big week of work there. Very, very happy. I'm happy with where I'm at. So let's roll, fellas. Let's get a good vid in. Come on the journey with me. Thank you for being here. Check in. Legs. Can we get further in this weekend? Let's see. Right, fellas. It is delivery time. Today is a very good day. I can't actually remember both flavours of whey that I ordered, you know. So let's see. I know I've got, well, I know one of them. I'll leave it to be a surprise for you. If you didn't watch the last vid, I did my top 10 rankings. So if you've not watched that one, go and watch that one. Because I always get questions of what whey to get. And they are my favourites. So we have got numero uno, carrot cake. That was it. I know which one now. Carrot cake was in the top 3. So we went for that. Bruv, oh my God, that scared me. It's a meal replacement one. I didn't order this, I just got this one for free. I don't actually know what's in here. I'll need to have a look at that. And then, cookie dough. Glorious. That's going to be for the frozen ones. And then, I got the gummy worms flavour electrolytes. So, some good choices. I'm just going to turn my phone off, boys, because I keep recording so much stuff on my phone. And there's going to be way too much stuff on there. Well, I've wanted to try these, to be fair. These are going to be sick for, like, taking away, or if you've got a weekend away. So I think I'll probably stock up on these. They are just, like, one shot of your electrolytes. So say, do you know, if you're just away for the night, bang in the morning, that's the strawberry blackcurrant. So that is actually sick, mate. I'm well happy with that. They're cool. I'm going to try that. I've not tried them yet. But gummy worms, I know is banging. That's an amazing one in the morning. We'll have that in the morning. That's going to be tomorrow morning, the cookie dough. I've had it once before, so we're going again. And then carrot cake is unbelievable. And I've not had it in a while. So that is the perform order for now. I need to order a couple more bits as well. Luke25. Save yourself 25% off, and as you know, boys, makes it 25% nicer, gives you 25% more gains as well. Special, they all come special with the code. So get yourself stocked up on the best in the game, bro. I have got to do now 40 minutes of cardio. Legs got drilled. I don't want to do cardio, so that's why we're gonna sit on the bike and get 40 minutes nailed. Let's get it. So cardio was actually made a lot easier because we just got the official shoe picks through and they are sick, mate. I am very, very happy with them. 9 of the boys, 4 different countries. Unreal. So all the results will be on IG. So make sure you are following on there as well. Lukewhitneycoach. And the next one will be as soon as possible. So if you look at that and think, won't mind a bit of that, keep your eyes peeled. Arrived at the gymnasium, finishing off the pre, having a little 5-minute chill, get my head in the game. 79 0.9 again this morning, boys. So always nice. What you don't want when you've had that drop down and then it creeps back up and then you're like, ah. So to lock in with that 79.9 is actually really nice. I was 81 last Saturday. So I'm actually 1.1 kilo down from like Saturday to Saturday sessions. So that's good. That's promising. A little bit battered this week. I'm not going to lie. I felt that drop, but that's, I mean, going from 81 to 79.9 in a week, I'm going to feel that at this point now when I've been in a deficit for so long, right? So it's nothing to worry about. It's nothing crazy. It's nothing that's a problem. But I just have definitely felt that drop. But we need to be getting leaner. We need to be pushing it. So I ain't complaining about that, boys. We will roll through that. So pull today, a session which is very, there's no like big, massive movement in here, which after back-to-back training days is actually quite nice. Don't get me wrong, intensity is still sky high. This is still a tough session to get through. Every set's difficult, but no big press, hack squat pendulum, RDL, like nothing like that within this one. It's very much focused on actually, right, lats, nailed, pull down, row, contract hard, full stretch. Like it's very much that kind of session, which is nice and it's needed because it's going to be, I've got the big one, the RDL, the extreme row, to really hold that thickness. So making sure everything's nailed and targeted specifically, more comes in this session. So yeah, big session. Going to get the pre down. We're going to get in. We'll start with nailing abs and then I will see you on the lat pull down. So no bottling, 110% intensity. Let's get in there. So you're going to see, boys, you're getting through a session here where energy is low, like I can't lie, but we've got enough to get it nailed. We've got enough to get it nailed, right? Like the first 2 sets, abs progressed, 2 sets of pull downs progressed. Don't let them feelings dictate how you're going to perform. Like, yeah, it's a lot harder and you could say training isn't as enjoyable when you feel just completely like just zero energy there and everything's low, but these are the ones you've got to get through. Like picture that number you're trying to get going into the set, work for the set, that's it, and then chill and then go again and rinse that. So that's what we've done to start. That's exactly what I'm going to do now on this lat row. So you'll see with this lat row, what I'm thinking about is keeping that elbow low, engaging the lat from the start, right? That's the most important thing. Engage that lat, drag that back, contract, and then we're coming out. So that's what I want to think about. As long as I think about that there, lats are getting a lot of work. We're not overextending, we're not driving back and retracting, keeping that all on the lat, which is very, very important. So with those lat rows, don't overextend and don't retract there. You don't need that. It's only a short row. And this machine, boys, is one that works so nice because the handles are so like drastically different. Just by manipulating the chest pad and the seat, I can get a completely different row. So this now is going to be a lot more mid to upper back focus, just like a standard row. So you see, compared to lats now, it's not as short of a range, right? We're fully extending, so I'm letting them shoulder blades slightly come forward. I'm protracting, but what you're not going to see me do is yank at that. You'll see a lot of people just drop their eccentrics on a row and then just pull the handles as hard as they can and it's momentum, it's biceps, you're not engaging your back. So you'll see what I do here is get my breath on the way down. That also allows me to compose and keep the tension through my back, fully lengthen everything back there. And then I'm gonna lead with those elbows and lead with that retraction. I'm not leading with my hands. If I lead with my hands, I might not feel my back at all. And I might not engage my back 50% more as I could when I do it this way. So look at the composure, look at the full stretch, and then lead with that elbow and lead with that retraction. Keep that tension on your back, especially when we can't see what's going on back there. It's important we get used to that feeling. So that's what I'm gonna nail now. And the perfect example as well, we can still be adding load. 12 kilo down. We're up to 5 kilo on the stack, so new load this one. So with this one now, boys, when we're looking at solely traps, right? This is literally my favorite movement. So the reason why I'm sat on the plates is because I want to be over the cables. So I'm then leaning back. So it's like a shrug. Call these a rug, right? It's a rug, it's a shrug, and it's a row. So I'm leading with that retraction and I'm really shrugging up, and that upper arm's just essentially coming back to assist that. So if you haven't got anything that is strictly traps in at the minute and you feel like that is potentially a weak point there for you, then this is definitely a type of movement that you can try, especially if you don't have like a low row or something like that. Like the low row got taken out, that's why these are in for me. So really, really nice movement. I really do like these. So play around with the setup if you need to. Big squeeze, full stretch. Traps will be absolutely lit up. So for biceps, another one that's a little bit of a funkier setup, right? I stay on here because it works absolutely perfect. The Nautilus Preacher upstairs, I've just had in for like well over a year, and even at my old gym as well. As I'm getting heavier with that, I don't get joint pain or anything. And that's the one thing where I'm feeling my elbows a little bit. So I'm like, right, do you know what? Let's mimic that just like for like as close as possible. I basically want a curl where that upper arm is in front. This works perfect. That upper arm can line up perfectly with the cables. Keep that in front, contract hard, really squeeze that nice full stretch, and then rinse and repeat. So you'll see both bicep movements now that I have. I'll show you both. We've got these ones with my upper arm out in front, and then we've got a face away cable curl where that upper arm is pinned behind me. So really contracting hard, squeezing hard there and emphasizing that on the first curl. And then the second ones, of course, we're contracting hard, but we're really rinsing that stretch and that length and range and challenging that there. So that's what we're rolling with the two curls, covering all bases with biceps, which is very important. And then we have got just 2 sets of a cuffed lateral at the end, just for a little bit more side delt work, especially with men's physique. Those delts are so important, that V-taper is so important. So just a little bit more side delt volume isn't gonna hurt. It's actually 3 total side delt movements across the week. So I have 2 lying variations, and then I have this standing variation, all just cuffed on the cable. There's no lateral machine in this gym. So I did used to have a dumbbell, but these are in place of that for now. So everything in for a purpose and everything attacked hard.
Hold on, let me take my time.
Session wrapped up and no prize money for guessing where I am. Lucy told me to get 1 bottle of water because she's going on the train, and how many have I got there? Like 12. So that'll do. She can just have the choice of bottle. I have just bought how many chicken breasts? I was about to get home. I was like, oh my god, I've got nothing in. 4, 8, 10, 12, 14 chicken breasts. So how many chickens? 7 chickens. That's bad, that, isn't it? That actually is bad. 7 chickens in the bag, and that won't even last 7 days. Sorry, chickens, but needs must. That is what's on the plan. So we're stocked up. Got some sourdough, got some tomatoes, got some chicken, got some seasoning, and that's about it. And Lucy needed a bottle of water. She also needs hairspray, so let's go and attempt
to buy the correct hairspray from Sainsbury's, which I don't think I've ever bought hairspray in my life, so that is definitely going to be a FaceTime job to double check, because when Lucy's saying she doesn't know exactly where it'll be, I'm worried and she needs it for today. So coming back with a 12 waters in hand, not going to get 12 hairsprays though, we're going to get one. So Sainsbury's, they also have, you know, this is prep feels when I'm excited about lettuce. Aldi just have iceberg, which will do, but in Sainsbury's they have the shredded one, and it's nicer. So I'm going to go pick up some of that. So we've got lettuce, hairspray, Sainsbury's. That's about as exciting as it gets. Get that, get back, get post-workout in. Cardio, and then I've got today a setup to do, always exciting, 2 consults and a podcast, which is very exciting as well. So always nice to jump on. Busy day, busy Saturday. I don't usually cram this much into a Saturday, but Lucy's out today. All my mates are busy. Family's busy, so I thought, right, we'll have a big work day. Why not? Let's push on.
So just dropped Lucy off, and we're going to sit down for quite a big stint of work, to be fair. We've got a setup to fire out now, which I'm just going to get done. And then, like I said before, got the podcast, which we're going to jump on. And then we've got 2 consults, and I need to also edit this video. So I'm going to do, obviously, the calls and the podcast sat here, and then we'll probably jump on the old treadmill and get the steps done. I'm at, where are we? It's currently 1:45, and we've only done 3,000 steps. I thought I'd have done more than that, to be honest. We'll just go into the gym and go into the shop. Never mind, boys, never mind. So let's lock in for a good hour and a half now before we jump on there. Make sure all the boys are sorted, and then we're in for some chats.
So we are pod ready, boys. In terms of when this will be out, I think Jay will get it out pretty quick. I have done a podcast with him before. You might have watched it. So just keep your eyes peeled to the socials, because obviously I will share everything there for when it's out. But we're going to jump on. We're going to have a good chat. I'm going to crack this. Make sure we are caffeinated. It's the cherry limeade. Oh, mate, that is good. So let's jump on, chat some stuff. Also, I love podcasts. Definitely a goal of mine at some point to make sure I have got a podcast. It's just what kind of podcast. That's the main thing. If you do have a podcast, you want me to jump on there, please let me know, because I am more than happy to do so. So, pod done. Got half an hour now until 2 consults. So I'm just going to get some steps done. That will be live today, which is yesterday if you're watching this when I upload it. So when this is uploaded, that chat will be live. Went through a good amount. Prep, coaching, training, mindset, routine, to-do list, top 5 monsters, the good stuff. So make sure you check out my page. I'll put the links to that there. And then obviously you can go onto Jay's page and find that there as well. So go and have a listen, bang it on. And I love doing podcasts. So like I said, anyone who has a podcast, get me on the pod. Let's chat. As soon as I start going, I can't stop. So get me on there if you want to just, my brain to just go boom. So I enjoy long form YouTube that a lot more. I have to make short form because it's just part of social media. But to be able to just get a topic and go, there's so much in here that it just needs to just come out. So I do enjoy doing that. Tomorrow, in the next vid, we will see if we're lower than that 79.9. I hope so. I'm feeling it today. I really am. That got me through, but I'm feeling it. I really am today. But either way, we're locked in. We're pushing hard. We're being present as much as possible. So if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. It means a lot. Massively appreciate it. I just said on that podcast then, coming for 2,000 subscribers. As soon as we do, there'll be a big perform giveaway. So if you are not subscribed, please do. Really appreciate it. Long likes, comments, all appreciated. Link to coaching is in the description. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.